The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Kenny now out of his end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. A 3rd down defense can be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
4th down, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Play fake, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback Ham.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
His pass caught at the 4.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready? Go check, go check. 79 Bronco.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards on the play. That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Lions had 1-11 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Moore, the man in motion.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Eric Pickard's in on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Eason going to try and throw for it.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish. And they're use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Off the play fake, Cousins. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Eason. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So again from the 39, this time for the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Eason to throw.
Complete to right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the first down sack. Eason. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll start with the option. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Cousins. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Lions 7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
A final shot before break. Eason, he's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
In motion left comes Williams.
Play action. It's Eason.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason.
That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good. For the Lions.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Taylor.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Perkins.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Results for 4th down.
Trap 60. Hey, smash Bronco. 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. But let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Taking down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Slot man moves right.
7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther Street, Panther Street. 19 Lions.
To throw is Perkins.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On first down, Jacob Eason.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll send Williams in motion right.
Hey, check that, street. Back 60.
Throwing is Perkins.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 10-yard gain.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 65 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
First and 10, Eason. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready?
The slot man in motion right.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 19, Pioneer. Cut 19, cut 19. Go, Reed, go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams, a man in motion right.
Lion. 79 Broncos.
On 1st down, Perkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use his motor.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far, but you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the...
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Eason going to drop the throw for it.
And And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
On second down, Cook. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided